geht's noch nach oben. Wir gucken. Ja, guck mal, wer hier steht und fleißig ist, der hat auch die Chance, die T-Shirt zu fangen, ja? Und nächste Runde. Alles klar, und jetzt habt ihr noch die Möglichkeit, gleich den QR-Code zu scannen für Kreuzhaus, denn es gibt tolle Gewinne, die heute für euch hier im Podcast machen. Und einen schönen Abend euch allen.
Jetzt gibt's Beef. Unser Partner Kreuzers ist der Gourmet- und Premium-Fleisch-Online-Shop in Deutschland. Das beste Fleisch und die besten Lebensmittel mit bester Qualität direkt nach Hause in deine Küche oder...
Hamburg is about to rumble for the first time with the arrival of Europe's greatest combat sports show, OKTAGON. The comeback of the King of Germany. One of OKTAGON's biggest superstars, Christian Eckerlin, returns to the cage after defeating Jungwirth before a crowd of 60,000 fans at the biggest MMA event in history. Now he'll have to take care of another invader. The Prince of Bratislava, Robo Pukac, is about to enter the biggest fight of his career, and he's out to collect the royal scalp. The Slovak star is in the form of his life, and in his last fight he ruthlessly knocked out the former six-time champion, David Kozma.
Oh my goodness!
Buckle up, there's about to be a heavyweight earthquake. 2-meter-tall finisher and heavyweight number 3, Adam Balash, wants to restore order in the heavyweight division. But he'll be facing off against the champion of 2 organizations, including LFL, Kazimierz. A brutal samba between 2 Brazilian strikers in a duel that could offer one of the most legendary shootouts in OKTAGON history. Phenomenal former welterweight champion Brito has scored all 17 of his victories before the limit. He'll be put to the test by another world legend and 5-time MMA champion, with 24 first-round finishes under his belt, Zoltan Lutterbach. A clash of... And gentlemen, this is OKTAGON 73, Eckerlin versus Pukac. Experience the view from the front row with pay-per-view. Watch the tournament live at oktagon.tv.
Dámy a pánové, chlapci a děvčata, ladies and gentlemen, meine liebe Freunde, for the very first time we are in the north, in Hamburg. And in the sold-out Berkeley Arena in Hamburg, we got more than fun for you. We got touch the fights, and we got also Prince and King. My name is Sonjay. This is English voice of OKTAGON, Brian.
Great to be back in Germany, my friend.
Great to be back, and this is Philip, German voice of OKTAGON.
Moin Hamburg, was geht? Oh yes, I think they are ready.
I think they are ready, and we are ready for the unbelievable fight. So we will start with what? Main card?
Let's do the main card.
Let's do the main card. So you can start.
Well, listen, we got a main card absolutely stacked with top welterweight bouts, and of course, topping the card, the King of Germany, Christian Eckerlin, defending home soil here in Hamburg, a city that means a lot to him, against Robo Pukac. Pukac in the form of his life off the back of the win against Diedrich, then that knockout win against Kozma, in which he called for this fight. But be careful what you wish for, because Eckerlin is special, particularly in Germany.
They got similar style. It wouldn't be easy. 5 rounds, 5 minutes. Many of us are thinking that it's going to be on points. And Pukac's got some chances, probably with his right hand. Also, he's got a lot of problems with his weight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fight was in jeopardy.
This division, and tonight they got a chance to prove to knock one of their contenders out.
And definitely, maybe the winner will be claim also the crown of Germany. We will see. Other welterweight bout is former welterweight champion Kaik Brito, who was just perfect in OKTAGON until his last fight, where he make a little mistake in the last title fight. But now against Brazilian, but also German, Zoltan Lutterbach, who lived in Germany for many years. So who you got in this fight, Philip?
Listen, Zoltan Lutterbach has one ability, and when he is knocking people out, he's just not knocking them out, but he's freezing people. They are collapsing, and in their eyes you can see the panic. And I think against Kaik Brito, who is also in top shape, but probably Zoltan Lutterbach is going to make this one.
And we got also Stone Eater, Wahid Najant, which is a local boy, let's say. He came from Afghanistan. He found his new home here in Hamburg, and many supporters is waiting on his fight.
Yeah, this is a huge fight for him. He fights for his country, for his people. There's a huge community here. We saw it at the weigh-ins. We see it every single time we post a social media clip with him. Those Afghan flags fly. He fights for more than himself, but he has a tough test. A short-term replacement in Shognazarov, 4-0, undefeated, stepping up in weight to take on the Stone Eater, and for me, could still fight of the night, this one.
We are looking for this OKTAGON 73 because it should be fun. And I believe for the very first time in Hamburg, it's going to be crazy atmosphere. So we are ready to start just now.
Circle, you can utilize striking techniques as boxing, kickboxing, karate, and then when it follows down to the floor, we have jiu-jitsu, sambo, and any other grappling technique. Tonight, all fights will be fought over 3 5-minute rounds, except for our main event, which will be 5 5-minute rounds, and we have a title fight as the top of our prelims that will be 5 5-minute rounds as well. The deciding factors for the judges will be effective striking and effective grappling, but damage is the most important, causing damage and putting your opponent in danger. All strikes are now legal when it comes to elbows. You can do the 12-6 downward strike, and a downed opponent only counts when you have 3 points of contact on the ground. So a knee, 2 feet, and a hand would be a grounded opponent. Slight difference to make the fight more fluid, and these rules have been in play for a long time now, Brian.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference to the fights as we get good flow, we get a different atmosphere, and people don't play that game where they touch the ground, lift their hand up, touch the ground, lift their hand up. So when they're playing that game, they can get kneed in the face very, very easily. And here we see our undercard, Brian, for tonight's action.
Yeah, here we are set and ready for these 5 fights. What a start we have. Our YouTube free prelim. We'll see Zenuni, one of the top prospects coming out of Germany, making a leap into the amateur ranks against Balash, a 6-fight pro. We've got Sigarnik taking on Halimson as well. That will be a lightweight bout that everybody will have their eyes on, from Slovakia and from Berlin in particular. Barborik versus Smolin. Smolin making his debut, looking to fly that tricolour high in that cage, but Barborik making his return after 3 years and 9 months away. Daniel Makin stepping in on short.
Down in the clash of new generations between the leading teams of Germany and Slovakia. The UFD gym has sent an extremely interesting name to battle in the professional ranks. Altin Zenuni gained plenty of attention from the European MMA community and is rightfully considered a rising star. The German representative with Albanian roots established himself in prestigious amateur tournaments and is predicted to have a bright future ahead of him. Zenuni has a rich collection of medals and competed in over 30 bouts as an amateur. But now he has a new challenge, and that's transitioning from the amateur world to the professional ranks. In his debut fight, he'll be put to the test by seasoned Tibor Balash. The Slovak fighter receives top-quality training at Spartacus Fight Gym, where he prepares alongside the other elite warriors from his homeland. He already has 6 professional fights under his belt, scoring 3 wins and 2 brutal finishes. He intends on exploiting his wealth of experience and unleashing his iron fist on a hungry debutant who's just entering the professional world.
Dreams are coming true for this man tonight. TB, aka Tibor Balash, one of the fighters out of Spartacus Fight Gym, trains alongside Sigarnik, trains alongside Rishavi, Buchinger, of course Pirat Kristofic, and the legend that is Attila Bey. He has watched and dreamt about making this walk. Octagon has been a dream of his. He has fought for every single show on the domestic scene, claimed some big wins.
Balash coming into this, Tibor must be feeling that. He must be a bit disgruntled and feel like he has to prove himself tonight.
Yeah, Tibor as well. You look at the 2 fighters that are completely dedicated. This guy lives in Kosice, which is 350 kilometers from Bratislava, where he trains. He makes that trip every week. Every week he makes the trip, stays in the gym there, and then continues to sharpen his tools. He knows he needs to be around those people to make his dreams come true, and one of those dreams, just being in the cage, has just come true right now. This young man has a smile on his face, but so much potential and the weight of expectation on his shoulders as well. As an amateur, 31 professional fights, 31 amateur fights, 3-time German champion, 2-time IMAF bronze medalist, 1-time IMAF European silver medalist, has put himself in places where he will be put to the test, and his journey into martial arts is one where he's been guided by his father. His father wanted him to train and took him to a Muay Thai gym. Then when his father was doing some business in Dusseldorf, he stumbled upon a small gym there, a small gym, I say with a tongue-in-cheek, UFD gym. He walked in there and said, my son is a trained fighter, he trains Muay Thai, but I'd like him to train MMA. Can he come and train with you guys? He stepped into that gym not knowing a single...
Professional ranks, making his debut here at Octagon. A big moment for him and a big moment for his gym.
And that certainly might be a feature in Octagon as well. Zenuni Altin has 2 brothers as well, one 15 who trains and fights out of UFD gym, and another one as well, age 20, who he said he has some of the hardest rounds with. Both of those brothers right now are looking on the verge of making their pro debut as well. A phenomenal background when you think about the accolades he's gained as an amateur, and then just look at the sparring partners he's got. Amateur now, Grabinski, Solaya brothers as well. Really, Luke, there will be a lot of eyes on this young man tonight.
And now officially, here comes a professional as he steps inside the cage. 22 years young, we get to see the tail of the tape.
Yes, 5 years younger than his adversary, Balash. Height and reach exactly the same. The only stat that's different between them is their record. 6-fight pro is Balash. And making his debut is Zenuni. The tip sport odds, as you said, Luke, the heaviest favourite on the card is the man making his professional debut, Deadshot Altin Zenuni. We'll see if he can live up to those odds. And right now, let's get this one underway. The first fight of the night here at Octagon 73.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for Octagon 73 here in sold-out arena in Hamburg. This is the first fight of the evening, lightweight bout, 3 5-minute rounds. And let me introduce you both Albania and Germany. Altin Deadshot Zenuni.
Okay, gentlemen, you know the rules. Listen to my commands and protect yourself at all time. When I say stop, you stop. Touch your gloves, please. Step back to your corner.
First fight of the night, set and ready. This is a lightweight contest scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, should we need them. Zenuni Altin with a huge cheer from the crowd here in Hamburg. He is in the red corner, black shorts, taking on Tibor Tibi Balash. White shorts, blue corner, me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett here.
Altin coming out very confident early. Nice whipping head kick, comes up, then switching up again, the takedown.
And again,
great display early on from this young prospect, Brian.
Yeah, very UFD opening as well, looking for the light strikes, but then working straight away to mix it up with the takedowns. Again, Lomalieski in his corner. He calls him Big Bro, Luke, but he says those rounds I have to do with him, they are hell.
I can only imagine, but what a beautifully timed takedown after a head kick attack as well. Slapping head kick, came in, made his opponent think about the high attacks, and then ducked under and got the takedown. Doing well on the bottom now is Tibor. Manages to regain that half guard. See if Zenuni can get some posture here and lay down some ground and pound.
Yeah. In this position, trying to control the limbs as well there. Look at that stepping across that right arm of Tibor.
They're trying to find posture, but Tibor staying very, very close and attached. Going to watch the neck here, though. And we were discussing, this looks tight,
Oh,
Brian.
that's tight. Getting the hips involved there as well, Luke. Squeeze it. Oh! There you go. What a debut. Inside the round, Zenuni announces himself in Octagon.
Yeah, the hype is real, Brian. That young man, 22 years young, came in, made that look easy. Beautiful display on the feet as well before that. Came up high with the head kick to get that takedown. And as soon as he saw the back, he got there. And the finish was fast as well. Faked one side with a rear naked choke and then came in with the other arm to surprise his man. And a great show of respect at the moment on camera too.
Yeah, that is the beauty. 2 young competitors. And again, Balash young in his career. That was a big moment for him, just making the walk to this cage. but all eyes, quite rightly so, were on Zenuni. So much talk in the press about his debut. So many, you know, teammates around him, and you look at the caliber of fighter that he is training day in, day out with, and then to put on that performance. It's one thing to have the hype behind you, but living up to it is another.
Yeah, and here we see in the highlights, you see that beautifully placed head kick, and then here how he just found that takedown and drove through it. Didn't quite see the fake, but you see as he gets the arm under the chin there straight away, straightening his man out, has great back position, great head position, and finishes that fight. You know, young, 22 years, looking to go down a weight class, as you said, Brian, when he starts experimenting with weight cutting. He's a very, very dangerous man here, announcing himself and getting 1-0 in his professional debut.
And you look at this year, the rise of young stars coming from Germany in particular. In that featherweight division, Max Holzer, rising star there, Zenuni now.
Winner in the very first round by rear naked choke coming from the red corner, Altin Deadshot Zenuni.
Altin, darf ich dich kurz zu mir rüber bitten? Erstmal herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Just a little question. Congratulations, first of all, for this amazing performance. This was your first pro fight in front of all of these fans. It was amazing.
It tastes amazing. I still can't believe it. It's an unbelievable feeling. A few months ago, I was sitting here in the audience, and now I'm standing here with you in the cage, and I can finally talk into this microphone.
Let's take a look at the submission. You got him on the ground very quickly. So Balash went down. Did you think you could finish it that quickly? What was your game plan?
Well, my game plan was quite straightforward. It was starting with light shots to test him out. But then, right from the beginning, I saw that there was a lot of weak spots in his game, so I went for the takedown. And the submission was faster than I expected, which is great.
You had a great preparation inside of your gym, didn't you? It was amazing. What's your plan in this division, though?
I don't want to get ahead of myself and talk about the future too. And also, thanks to all of my sponsors, because they support me financially.
Once again, what a wonderful experience. Enjoy this, Altin Zenuni.
Looks absolutely at ease, Luke, in that cage, even on the mic as well, and that's, you know, a guy to watch going forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a part of the game, as you see him there, handle the fight perfectly and then handle the post-fight interview as well. Very, very thankful and happy, and we move forward. I mean, we could have a fast night, Brian, if they're all like that one.
2 minutes and 1 second. That was our opening bout of the night. Victory on German soil. Defending that German soil was Altin Zenuni. Zenuni Altin, I should say. And next up, we have another guy making his debut. This guy, the lightweight gorilla, Ahmed Halimson, taking on Tomasz Ciganek. Ciganek, well known to OKTAGON, has got some fights in the cage already, wins over Kevin Enns. And then we got this other guy, this monster that's coming out of the Spitfire gym. Very intimidating presence indeed, Luke. Yeah,
Ciganek, we know well, mixes it up well, and you can see here, up on the screen now, Tomasz Ciganek taking on Ahmed Halimson. Halimson, a new energy here, Brian. Going to be interesting to see what he has. But it's hard to deal with Ciganek, so long, so tall, and such a great grappler. Yeah, that will be one to watch. And then we'll jump straight to the top of our feature bout. Listen, that light flyweight title. Drama yesterday, Luke. I mean, Adamir losing the belt on the scale, that is the worst way in which you can lose that title, right? And now only Zhumagulov can claim that belt. And he looks fired up, and many people are picking him to become the first Kazakh champion in OKTAGON. Yeah, I mean, when I... In front of him tonight. And now we have Slovakia versus Germany. Ahmed Halimson will take on Tomasz Ciganek. Both these guys went head-to-head yesterday at the weigh-ins. They get to settle it right here, right now, inside the cage.
Two vicious predators are out to climb to the top of the lightweight rankings. Tomasz Ciganek was already touted for great things during his amateur career. He took on tough opponents from the very start of his career and